Welcome to your daily focus for September the 13th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for temperance, balance. We need to balance the energies around us today. Be aware of the energies around us today. Keep ourselves grounded, focused. Let's put that back in. So thank you for all of your support, all of your positive energy that you send my way each and every day. Now let's find out what the energy is all about today. Oh, look at that. We start with the moon, and we are closing in on the lunar eclipse, aren't we, in Pisces. The moon has moved into Aquarius right now. We have the Eight of Swords. So this is strong energy today. King of Cups. And let's get an angel card, shall we? So the moon, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Cups. With 34, discretion. So 3 plus 4 is 7. And 7 would be seeking the truth, seeking our truth. Let's start with the moon. And, you know, I'm looking at this card and I'm thinking the temperance and the balance, and I see so much balance in this card. And so we need to have the balance from the inside out today. We need to feel balanced. We need to tell ourselves that. What do we need to tell ourselves? Eight of Swords is here. Now, we're surrounded by swords. We're tied up. We're blindfolded. Look at that giant moon in the background. And even though it's swords, there's a lot of blue. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of, you know, we're the seekers of truth. And with the moon card, I mean, that's a personal card. That's full of emotion. That's knowing our emotions. And then we have the 7 as the seeker of truth. So those swords are behind you. You're not tied up. You could easily get loose. You can even take that blindfold off yourself. So why don't you? Does it give you some kind of security? Are you afraid if you look inside, you're not going to like what you see? And here's the blue again. So I think today will be a highly charged emotional day for us. Absolutely. Now we have the King of Cups here. Now he's the dad in the deck, isn't he? He's the stereotypical dad that goes out to work and provides security for his family. He puts the food on the table. He puts the roof over their heads. So today is a lot about us gaining a security for ourselves, but we have to take off the blindfold. We have to understand what is truly holding us back, why we are afraid to take the next step forward, why we fear the next step forward. Because taking the next step forward, I think, brings us into that balance. We understand our empowerment then. We understand our strength. Now, discretion was our angel card. Oh, look at the lion, the courage there. So today is not a day to go out and be boisterous and loud about where we want to go and who we want to become. It's a day of looking inwardly and being honest with ourselves of where we want to go, of who we want to become. And so we need to ground ourselves. We need to meditate. We need to pray. We need to look inside and understand what it is we really don't want to look at, what we're fearful of looking at. We can't believe that we are building our own security in life when we can't even be honest with ourselves about what we're afraid of, about what we've been told in the past about our path, of what we can accomplish, of what we can do, of what we can master. So today, in order to feel the sense of security going forward, we have to ask ourselves some pretty empowering questions. If it's a relationship, then you need to say, why am I in this relationship? What does it do for me? How does it benefit me? How does it benefit us? Who does it benefit? Do I feel empowered through the relationship? Do I feel weakened through the relationship? Or you could ask yourself that about a job that you're currently in. Why do I work here? How does it empower me? How does it weaken me? Does it match with what I want to move forward in? How do I make it so it does match? Let's see what our wise animals have to say today. I think it's an inner conflict today within ourselves. One that we really can't, I almost feel like there's an anger towards ourselves. And that anger, if we don't question it, we could turn it outwards and hurt somebody we love or make a bad situation worse. We really want our discretion today. We really want to look inside of ourselves today. We really want to empower ourselves through the truth. Deep rest. The little mouse in a hammock. Lazy sleep, rest, and meditate. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the trees on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water, or watching the clouds float across the sky, is by no means a waste of time. Mouse says that it's time for you to make time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go after all. That is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something you enjoy that is completely frivolous and fun. It could be just an afternoon laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, or playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It is a time to restore your spirit. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, just quieting your mind. Take some time to ground yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending time in nature. Spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating or just being in the moment. You don't physically have to be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. So Mouse is saying back it up. And I think today the sun is squaring Mars, and it's exact. So Mars is where we have the drive, the determination, and the sun is squaring it, saying, where are you going? Why are you going in that direction? What does it lead to? So we can use the energy in a positive manner and back it up. Use our discretion. Tap into meditation, prayer. Tap into our inner awareness of who we are and what we want to do going forward. That'll bring in the security, because we're going to ask ourselves the hard questions, because the sun is asking us the hard questions. The sun is also in Virgo, so it's asking us, what is in our life that should not be in our life any longer? What is the energy that pulls us down? What energy is superficial? What energy actually harms us? What energy is great? What energy is empowering? What energy will allow me to go forward in my path the way I want to go forward in my path? What energy will bring about security, my own security, that I independently gained for myself? So today is a day to take off that blindfold, to remove the shackles, to look around and understand that the fear can be put behind you, just like those swords are behind you. That the moon is shining a light on you today to go inwardly, to understand yourself, to get to know yourself, and to embrace yourself for who you are, where you want to go, and what you want to accomplish. And move past the fears, move past the limitations. But I think it's a mindset before it's an action. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.